Hey, thanks for joining us here on our 17th installment of Buster's Glitch Ass Gaming Podcast. I'm Tony Flowers, and of course, I'm joined by the Brony himself, Oscar Warrior. Welcome, brother.
Hello. Just to preface, I am not a brony, but I do remember that shit like the Great War.
Yeah, Bronies
All the
are
way.
still around, I think. I don't
Are they
think they
still
got.
around?
I don't think they got pushed off of our flat Earth yet.
The flat Earth. No, I don't think so. I thought they were an extinct species, bro.
Nah, man. There's plenty of
I
people
haven't.
out there that want to fuck their little cartoon ponies.
Yeah, them weird brony fellers that want to fuck them horses. I haven't seen one in a decade, dude. It's been like since 2015, I think.
You know, I saw a few over at the Renaissance Festival when I went not too long ago.
That doesn't
Um,
surprise me.
yeah, just dressed up in. Or wait, no, those are furries.
Those are
Never
furries, I
mind.
guarantee you.
They're
Yeah.
yeah, they were furries because they had the whole getup with the dog head and everything.
Oh shit, that doesn't show. I'm a
Oh
furry.
hey, it's Yoshi. That's a
It's
nice mug.
Yoshi. It's
Wait,
Joshi.
you went to Mario World?
I
You
did.
you prick.
Not recently, but I went more towards like the beginning of the year. And yeah, I got this mug. I have a Yoshi mug and I got this is my wife's coffee mug. She doesn't drink coffee, so I use her mugs most of the time, and I got a Luigi mug.
That's fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah.
That's super sweet. That's a big ass mug too, man. That's like 3 cups of coffee in one.
Yeah, sure. And I would destroy the green screen behind me just to show you the little wrist. We have them on
Oh
display, the little
yeah.
wrist straps.
You
You
use
can
the little
uppercut
wristwatch.
the question blocks, yeah, if you have them,
That's so
and you get a little.
sick. That's so sick.
Yeah, I got the Luigi one. She got the Yoshi one.
Fuck yeah, Luigi represent. You can't even wear
Yeah,
a Luigi hat anymore because that's like a political statement now that
yeah,
you
it's
want
a
to like
crime.
murder CEOs.
You want to murder people?
And I have a Super Mario hat, like a legit looking fucking Super Mario hat, but it's Chelsea was like, dog, like you
You're a
gonna wear that
Republican, bro.
yeah, you gonna wear that in public? I was like, yeah, dude, it's Mario. It's like the most recognized character on the planet. You know, more than fucking more people know who Super Mario is than Mickey Mouse. And
Then
she's
George
like, yeah,
Washington,
she's like, yeah, but it looks like a MAGA hat. And I'm like,
like a MAGA
man,
hat.
anybody
You're
wants
gonna
to start the
you're
fuck over
gonna find
Mario?
enemies and friends. Yeah,
It's like, no, you
crazy
idiot.
world.
Look a little closer. It's a Mario hat.
It's a crazy world we live in, bro. People
Listen,
get upset over anything.
is there anything wrong with the Waluigi hat yet?
I don't think so. It's a purple hat.
Okay. Don't fuck up the purple hat, people.
I
Or the
want myself a
Wario one.
I want the Wario hat. Yeah,
Yeah, dog.
that shit
Don't fuck
tight.
up the yellow or the purple one. Kind
Yes.
of going back to bronies. Hey, man. I mean, we were kind of talking about it earlier. Like consenting adults, totally fine. You wanna dress up like a pony and fuck other people that dress up like ponies, or you wanna fuck a stuffed animal that looks like a cartoon pony? Ah,
Be my
just
guest,
just
but
just
don't
don't bring
involve
it in
me.
public. Just don't tell me
Don't
about it.
don't
That's
involve
that's
me.
right. That's where it's fucking weird when you're going to the Renaissance Festival dressed up like a fucking like a cartoon dog. I know it's a sexual thing, bro. Like you're making me know that what type of shit you're into, and that's kind of fucking. That's where it's I should get to judge you for that.
Mhm.
You know?
Especially since it's in a public space.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
you kind of set yourself up for it, you know.
Exactly. Exactly. Like I remember seeing a bunch of videos. I've never seen one in real life, but videos where people are crawling on all fours and they got the fucking leash around their neck and some chick in like full on like leather from head to toe is like holding them on a leash and they're doing that shit in public. I'm like, why don't involve
Ugh.
other people with your fucking shit. Like it's cool. You want to do that in your own safe little space at home. Go for it, man. That's
Not in
cool.
public. That's
You want
weird, bro.
you want to eat each other's shit? Go
Such
for it, dog.
I would get such hard like secondhand embarrassment seeing that in public, bro.
Yeah,
I'd be
dude.
like embarrassed just to like be in the presence of those people.
Yeah, man. I saw. Did
That's
you see that video? It was. I want to say it was a week or two ago, where I think it was a, I think it was a corn, uh, uh, uh a Korn concert or System of a Down or something like that. It was at a rock concert, and this guy was just beating his dick like in
What?
the audience, and then some guy runs up behind him and just claps him on the side of the fucking head. It was so fun, and then he gets arrested and shit. But he's
Dude,
just
that's
like
so
just
weird.
shamelessly just beating his dick like watching the concert. And he was like up in the rafters, and some guy runs up behind him and just fucking slugs him
Clocks them.
right
I'm
in the
so
side of the
glad
head.
somebody had the sense to do it. Cause like,
Yeah,
hey, what do you realistically? What do you do in that situation? You're just watching a dude beat his meat. Like, you
yeah,
don't
like
you want nothing to do with that. But like, you also like just want to take matters into your own hands. You know, it's like I'm glad somebody did it.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's a shame he had to knock his block off to do it. But like, why are you masturbating in public at the same time?
You should have seen the look on the guy's face when he was like winding up, like he's just like, I am not gonna miss. I'm gonna give this motherfucker everything I got. But yeah, so what if I missed out on during your week here?
My week has been good. I think. I think Monday was just a chore day because I honestly don't entirely remember what the hell we did. Uh, I've been playing a lot of Donkey Kong Bananza, so that's mostly what's been in my mind. And I've been watching a fantastic show called Le Grande Maison Tokyo. It's on Netflix. It's a
S-
Japanese TV show. I've been watching it with my wife. Dude, I love cooking shows. That shit is so good.
That sounded like French, Japanese and French.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix of both. Like the story premise is there's this guy who's the main character. He's a total dickhead. He's rude to everybody, but he wants like a 3 star. He wants a three. How would you say this? He wants a 3 star restaurant, like the three Michelin stars.
Yeah, he's not going for a full five. He'll be happy with three, huh?
Yeah, I don't think it goes up to five. I think it only goes up to three.
Really? I thought it was five.
No, I think it's only 3 stars for the Michelin thingy.
Huh.
But regardless, it's a fantastic show. Oh, but yeah, he's an asshole and like his restaurant gets shut down because he like one of his no, that's a spoiler. I can't say that. His restaurant gets shut down because somebody made a mistake, basically, and it caused the whole like fiasco. And now he's kind of like in France, basically trying to survive, and he moves back to Tokyo to open up a new restaurant with this lady whose dream it is to operate a three Michelin star restaurant, and he's trying to help her like achieve that dream. And yeah, it's really good, dude. I
That's
I
dope.
can't recommend it enough.
That's dope, man. And you just came across this randomly or what?
Yeah, because when my lady like finished watching a show, I don't know what's wrong with me today, bro. When
You're
she
good.
finishes watching a show, she asks me like because she has a list of like a bunch of them just queued up,
Hmm.
and she'll ask me like which one of these do you want me to watch? And I pick Le Grand Maison Tokyo because I like cooking shows.
Well, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. I like that. And I did look it up. You're right. I don't know where the fuck I was coming up with 5 star. Isn't there like a 5 star restaurant? Maybe it's not a Michelin thing, but maybe it's a I
It's
don't know.
probably a separate rating.
Yeah, something else, something completely different apparently.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not too familiar with how I like food, but I'm not too familiar with how
Yeah.
the restaurant enterprise works.
Yeah,
But
same.
yeah, we've been watching that. Um, I did mention I've been playing a lot of Donkey Kong Bananza, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking to
Oh,
finish it up.
yeah. I'll talk about that later though.
Okay.
Um, we hung out with Pat and Melissa yesterday,
Oh yeah, how'd that
which
go?
it was pretty fun. We played pool for like 2 hours, and I won three of the games that we played.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't know I was so good at pool. But yeah, that was fun. Played we went to the like this Japanese style arcade called Round 1. Yeah, they have like a lot of like VR shooter type, what are they called? Arcade machines. And
Mhm.
just like your generic arcade machines, you know, the Dance Revolution types, and then there's like a bunch of
Sure.
rhythm games and the claw machines where you can
Yeah,
get
did they
your
Are they still doing that crap where they have some arcade machines that are literally just phone games? It's like the phone game, but it's on a bigger screen or whatever.
No,
Have you seen those? Maybe that's just at
I
Dave
have
and Buster's. That's the last time I've seen an arcade was at a Dave and Buster's.
I think that's just the Dave and Buster's thing. I
Okay,
know what you're talking about,
that's
like
fucking ridiculous.
the Chicken Run like arcade game.
Yeah, like shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or
Okay,
like the
you know what
Flappy
I'm saying.
Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's literally just an app game, but like in a big
Mm-hmm.
arcade. Yeah, no, they don't have stuff like that there. Um,
Good.
they have like proper arcade games like House of the Dead
Nice. Very
type stuff,
nice.
some VR stuff, and then like your traditional. Oh, they also have like fighting game cabinets. The thing that pisses me off about round one though is like it's stationed in America, but the menus you have to navigate them in Japanese.
Hmm.
It doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
Well, luckily you're learning Japanese.
Yes, but I want to play if I want to play Street Fighter 6, bro, like at an arcade, I would expect it to be in English.
Yeah, that's got to be kind of tough, man.
Yeah, I honestly the reason I feel this way is because I don't think those machines get touched at all by anybody, and maybe by like one or two people, but like I don't think those machines get any love whatsoever,
Hmm.
just because for the fact that they are in Japanese. Yeah, they also have like bowling lanes. You can bowl. We played pool, and then we just hung out in the food court and ate. Cause man, I was fucking starving by the end of by the end of those games of billiards or pool.
Oh yeah. Very nice,
Yeah.
man.
And then yeah, today I've just been chilling, playing more DK Bonanza.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like a pretty packed week there, man. A lot going on.
Yeah, it's been pretty busy.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
week.
nothing wrong with that.
Very productive. What about you, bud? How's your week been?
And I mean, you know, like this past week, like a bunch of folks they were coming into work all sick and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that's the last fucking thing I need, but I went home, took some echinacea, just and had some tea, vitamin C, all of that, little
Mm-hmm.
precautions, but and I was getting ready for bed, my nose started running. I could
Oh,
feel the beginning of a sore throat coming, but I woke up relatively okay, so that was nice. My nose was running, and I was sneezing for like a whole day, but it wasn't getting any worse. So
mm-hmm.
I've just been taking it easy. Put together podcast doc, played some Metal Gear. Oh yeah, I also installed some Hall effect sticks in my red and blue Joy-Con controllers.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, that was pretty cool. It looks a lot more complicated than it is. Once you get the first one down, I didn't even have to watch the video for the second one. It was just easy peasy,
Oh,
man. The kit the kit with the new sticks and all the necessary tools was like less than $15 on Amazon. And I'm thinking about getting another pair for my other Joy-Con controllers, even though they haven't given me any problems yet, just in case.
yeah,
They're
just in
really
case.
cheap.
Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. So it wasn't. So those are the magnetic ones, right? That'll last you a lifetime.
I think
The
so. Yeah,
magnetic.
I'm not
Yeah.
entirely sure of the of what's so special about Hall Effect versus what came with the Joy Cons, but
Uh,
yeah, that's what I heard is that like they're like it's impossible to have drift with these. So
yeah. Yeah,
and they're
yeah, yeah.
super
They
cheap.
last you. Yeah, yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I had
How
no
do they feel?
idea. Hmm.
How do they feel?
A little they feel like higher quality. Like it's kind of weird to say because I don't know how to describe it any differently. But as I'm moving the stick around, it just feels like better quality. I don't know. Otherwise, it like it looks and it looks and works the exact same way. Um,
Very
but I
nice.
got like a red one and a blue one, and I put them in the opposite controllers. So I have like a blue controller with a red Joy-Con or with a joystick. Yeah, and then vice versa.
Kind of like a
So
yin and yang
yeah,
situation.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I was
That's
going
sick.
for. It looks kind of neat,
That's
but
so sick.
yeah, yeah, and it was really easy to. But the tools are very specific.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you don't have that little kit, you probably don't just naturally have those tools laying around. So
Yeah, because Nintendo has like proprietary screws that you have to.
yeah, it was like some 00 fucking like Y-shaped screw on the outside.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really weird, man. But yeah, this kit comes with everything you need, even a neat little guitar pick thing. And I was like, I might even keep
Like,
this.
yeah, just to spread apart like the plastic, right?
Yeah,
It's held together by clips. Yeah.
yeah, it
That's
was
so
pretty cool.
stupid that Nintendo does that, dude.
But yeah, outside of that, I've been craving ramen a lot lately, so we made some the other day.
Oh
That
yeah,
may
I
have
saw that.
actually helped fight off the sickness that I was getting.
Hell yeah, dude. A lot of salt, some electrolytes in you. You hear the door?
No, I think it was one of the cats coming in.
Oh, okay.
Fucking cats.
Tony's got
Uh,
a very important package coming in, so if he leaves abruptly, that's what it is.
yeah, I gotta keep an ear out.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, it was a bit of a process, but I would definitely want to make that ramen again. And yeah, I don't know if you could tell by the picture, but I've never soft boiled an egg. It was supposed to be a soft boiled egg, and they turned out
Mhm.
hard boiled. So that was
Yeah,
the only thing I fucked up in that recipe. So I need to get that down.
yeah, dude, it's tough.
Yeah, yeah, it's just like cooking it a little less, but I'm just like I don't know. It says this long. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Other than that, I have tomorrow off, so yay,
Yay,
yay.
more Delta Snake Eater.
No, I'm done with it, bro. I finished it.
Oh, you finished?
I did finish it. Yes, sir. I'll tell you about it in a little
Nice.
bit.
Alrighty, I can't wait to hear. Holy shit, you're quick.
It's not a very long game, to be honest. Plus, when you played it as many times as I have, it's it doesn't take long
You
to
know,
just kind of blow through it.
yeah, you know it like the back of your hand.
hmm But yeah, we're doing a little something different this week, folks. We have our next section. Instead of jumping into the download first, we're gonna start with what we're calling the correction section. Last week, I wrote that the Battle of Polytopia by Midjawan AB was going to be free on Epic Game Store last week, but it's actually free this week along with two other games, which we'll tell you about later. But from what I've found, Epic made a last minute adjustment. So if you were as confused as I was to see the game missing from last week's offering, that's why. So it was like some last minute thing. Epic decided. I don't know if it was like a fuck up or they just said, fuck it, just push it to next week. But yeah. So that's one thing I wanted to correct. Also, last week when we were discussing which video game or anime item you'd bring into the real world, I said the Ocarina of Time. And I went on about going back to childhood with your current knowledge. And when I was on my way home from work the other day, I realized that it wasn't the ocarina itself that took you back to childhood, but the act of putting the Master Sword back into the stone was. Um, so our boy Oscar Warrior here, he's never played Ocarina of Time, so he
I
wasn't about to correct me in the moment because he
mm-mm.
didn't know any better, and that's fine. Definitely should be on your to playlist one of these days, brother. It's essential,
I
especially if you like Zelda games. That's an essential Zelda game.
mm,
But yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, the ocarina helps you fast travel to the Temple of Time, and then it opens the chamber to the sword, but it doesn't actually transport you back to childhood, like I was saying. But
mm.
but yeah, I'd like to keep my answer the same. It might have been a little fuck up, but the spirit
Good on
was there.
yeah, good on you for being honest though and catching that.
Thank you. But yeah, if you notice anything that's off or in need of correcting during the episode, let us know. Try as we
Yeah,
might, something is bound to slip past us.
yes. Correct us, por favor.
Yeah,
We do make mistakes.
exactly. I also said last week, I didn't put it in the doc, but I said last week that Silksong was in development for about 10 years, when in fact it was closer to 7 years.
Close enough.
Yeah, but still, big whoops.
It might as well have been 10 years.
Exactly. But yeah, let's jump over to the download, ladies and gents.
Yes, sir. All right. Our first note in the download is since its highly anticipated release on September 4th, 2025, Hollow Knight Silksong from developer team Sherry has become a monumental success, peaking at more than 530,000 simultaneous players on Steam shortly after launch, and even causing storefront issues due to demand. The game's price point has sparked a debate within the indie development community, with some developers expressing concern that the $20 price tag sets an unrealistic expectation for other indie games that require higher pricing to be financially sustainable. The game's success has also been accompanied by a significant amount of community discussion regarding its difficulty, with some players finding it to be incredibly challenging. Team Cherry has since announced the game's first patch, which primarily focuses on bug fixes, but also includes key balance adjustments. These changes aim to make the early game more accessible by slightly reducing the difficulty of bosses Morwing and Sister Splinter, decreasing the damage of sand carvers, and adjusting the in-game economy by increasing currency rewards and reducing some costs. The patch is expected to be released for all platforms by the middle of next. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is
It's
530,000 players the most Steam has ever had for a game?
no. I think it's consistently owned by
Don't say Call of
shit.
Duty.
No, Counter Strike. I think is
Okay,
usually
good.
in like well over a million simultaneous players, and you can find that at like any given moment.
That
But
makes sense.
I remember I think it was Baldur's Gate had like 800,000 at some point. But yeah,
Christ almighty,
it's definitely a big achievement there. Definitely a
half a
huge
million
achievement.
people. Still a lot of people, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They
100%.
paid whatever amount of money that they put into this game, they made it back on pretty much the first day,
Oh, I'm sure, yeah, and
instantaneously.
that's not even considering, like we were saying, I think last week, how fat that fucking bag of cash was that they no doubt got from Xbox to put it on Game Pass day one. You know,
Oh yeah.
that right there probably covered all their cost. Everything that they sold elsewhere was probably just profit.
Oh, was just extra.
That's just a mad assumption there, but still.
Yeah, $20 is a fair price point to me, honestly, for an indie game. How long does the game run? Base game. Like if you're not trying to 100% it.
I'm not sure, but I would assume probably somewhere around the 30-hour range, maybe.
Yeah. I was thinking 20 to 30 hours as well,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty fair. How do you feel about the patches? Like making the game easier? I, I think it says from the beginning, right?
Well,
It's a bit
yeah. I
more.
mean, from what I'm seeing, Hollow Knight veterans and newcomers alike say that Silksong's difficulty spike is much steeper than the first game. Um, if you look at the community board on Steam, it does seem to be pretty divided. Some people are just saying things like, keep up the great work, love this game, and others are requesting nerfs for different enemies, bosses, in-game economy prices. Um,
Mhm.
I always prefer the devs to make the game that they want to make and let the player base decide if it's a good fit for them personally.
Yeah.
When it reminds me of back when I played Bloodborne, I would have loved for FromSoft to nerf Orphan of Kos because that
Mhm.
motherfucker gave me a harder time than anyone else in that game and possibly any boss fight ever. That was the hardest boss fight ever. And I'm sure somebody, whoever's listening to this, would be like, "Fuck, what are you talking about? Orphan of Kos was easy." Like, there were people out there beating him fucking blindfolded using one of those Dance Revolution dance pads, I'm sure. But, like, he was hard as fuck for me, dude. That was such a difficult boss fight. My heart was pounding the whole time, and every time I got his health just a little bit lower than the last time I'd start hyperventilating, go, oh my God, I could do it. And then I would die and then I would have to do it again. And every single time it just got to that point. And when I finally beat him, my heart was pounding out of my fucking chest and I almost passed out. I had to sit down.
Yeah,
But yeah, I would,
that's one of those moments where you have to like just sit back and just wait to continue playing the game.
yeah, I had to let the blood, you know, quit, just chill for a second, just stop rushing everywhere, making me pass out. But yeah, so like whenever I don't know. I guess it kind of goes hand in hand because a lot of people are in the forums. Come on, man! Like nerf this guy, nerf this guy, nerf that guy. This is bullshit. This is too hard. People have to play with mods,
Mhm.
and then you have other people on the other side saying like, dude, just it's a
Get good.
fun game if you basically get good. But in reality, if they didn't want to be a dick, it's basically just saying like, hey, if you like the game, if you like what it's offering you, then you'll put the time and the effort into learning how to play it and learn to get better at it. This is the game that they wanted to make, so that's cool. But if they're putting out patches saying like, okay, maybe that is a little unfair, then cool. And if they keep doing
Yeah.
that for a little while, then cool. And I'll consider checking it out whenever they put out their final or seemingly final gameplay patch. Like once it's right where they say like, okay, that's the sweet spot right there. This isn't if this is too hard for you, then the game's not for you. You know, like
Hmm.
not every game has to be for everybody, is what I say. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah. A
but
great
yeah,
quote that I heard, and I'm sure I'm going to botch it, but it's great that some things aren't for everybody. Like that's a great thing, because if it's made specifically tailored to what you enjoy, then it's going to be a much better experience for the people that actually enjoy that type of stuff
for
instead
sure.
of just like following the model that like corporate entities, tend to follow, try to make the game for everybody, then nobody, tends to enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always going to be some folks that are just going to say like, "Hey, fuck this game. This game is trash." But, you know, it's going to happen no matter what. You can't please everybody. It's just kind of like when I was growing up, I forget who said this to me, but they were just like, don't ever be someone you're not. Don't ever pretend, don't ever put on like too big a mask and pretend like you're somebody you're not, because people are going to love you or hate you no matter what you do. So they might as well love you or hate you for who
Or
you
hate you.
actually are, not some made up fucking character.
Exactly.
You
Be
know?
true to who you are.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. It's like, yeah, it's going to happen no matter what. So just pick a fucking lane and stick to it, I guess.
Yes,
But
sir.
in terms like on price, like so you're saying the $20 price, it's not unrealistic for other indie studios is what you're saying? Like what do you think about this price that doesn't set an like a different
Mm,
an unrealistic precedent for other studios, other indie studios to kind of meet that same quality bar and all that in order to justify that price for their game, or what are your thoughts there?
No, I don't think so. Realistically, I think people should be able to price their game at whatever price they want. If Team Cherry wanted to place it at $20, that's entirely fine. If that sets a standard, then that's other people's fault. That's not Team Cherry's fault at all. Um, yeah, it just really depends on who you are, how much you value your time, how much you value what you've created. You know,
Yeah.
if people will buy the game if they really enjoy it, if you're an indie developer and you want to put your game at $30, $40, if it's worth it to people, they'll buy it. If not, then no. But yeah, I think it purely depends on who's making the game, you know, what they personally value it at.
No, I get you, man. I'm
Mhm.
there with you, and I might even piggyback off of some of what you're saying here. But this kind of reminds me of that Baldur's Gate situation when that dropped. Remember,
Mhm.
like the game was a showcase of the kind of quality that big budget studios could produce if they had, great leadership and they weren't in business solely for maximum profit. You know,
Mhm.
some devs were nervous that Baldur's Gate 3 was going to be the new standard in AAA gaming and that every game was going to be compared to it, but that's not what happened, That the game was an exception. It wasn't the
Mhm.
new rule.
Yeah.
So
It was an outlier, not the rule.
exactly. And I think that's going to be the same situation here for Silksong. It's going to be an exception to the indie space like Celeste was or Hades or Stardew Valley. If I recall correctly, Celeste was a $20 game at launch. Stardew Valley was $15 at launch.
Mhm.
You know,
Are they still priced the same or did they go up?
over time, that's probably still going to be their base price, but you can find sales on them for pennies on the dollar, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Always.
Yeah, because they're older at this point, and Stardew, like any one of those games is easily worth more, but what really stood out to me was this: the developer of a game called Lone Fungus said that they're nervous about pricing the prequel game that they're currently making to Lone
Mhm.
Fungus. Yet they're not sure if they should price it at $20 because it's a Metroidvania like Silksong, but it's shorter in length than
Mhm.
Silksong. And I say dog.
Mhm.
Game length isn't the end all be all to everybody. You know, you could 100% Guacamelee 2
Mhm.
in X. That game is excellent. You can 100% it in 15 hours, and it was $20 at launch. So, like you said, if you feel like you have a great game in your hands, price it how you want. People will grab it up.
It's purely up to the developer. Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's got replayability, well, even not even just that. Like, I'm just gonna repeat the same thing. Yeah, it's purely up to what they decide. You know, if
yeah,
people want it, they want it. You know, they'll buy it. If not, they won't.
yeah. It's
You'll find your demographic, and if some people are willing to pay for that amount of money for your game, good. And if not, maybe reconsider how much it's priced. You know.
yeah. Put it on a sale or whatever.
Hmm.
But yeah, I actually added Lone Fungus to my wish list. It looks really cute. I might grab it up on the Switch though. Looks like a Switch ass game.
Hell yeah.
And
I haven't gotten a chance to look at that.
yeah, it's actually kind of cute. Looks really cute. Plus, I like mushrooms. Mushrooms rule. And you know
Mushrooms
what?
are cool.
I have to put that out there. I actually did get Guacamelee 1 and 2 for free on Epic, but
Hmm.
that's beside the point. The marketing never found me, you know? I would have totally bought them had I known what I was missing out on. Those games fucking rule. Some of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played. And they're kind of like baby's first Metroidvanias. They're not too difficult, but they're fun, they're funny, the art style is beautiful. Drinkbox I think made those. Fuck
The
yeah.
guacamole.
Yeah, Guacamelee fucking rules, dude. With the power of Pollo.
Los
But yeah.
pollos hermanos.
But yeah, like don't let success of other products like yours deter you from putting yours out there for whatever price you think it's worth. You could be sitting on the next big game where
Hmm.
in the future other devs will be like, "Oh hell no. I need to reschedule the release date for our game cuz ain't no way in fuck we're competing with Lone Fungus too." You never know.
Hmm.
Best of luck, bud. Best of luck.
Yeah, you could be sitting on gold, but yes, best of luck.
Yeah, dude. Never know. Never know. Put it out there. All right, number 2 on the download. Since its PC release roughly 3 months ago, Shift Up's Stellar Blade has racked up over 19.8 million downloads on Nexus mods, a figure that makes it the second most modded game of 2025, number 1 being Oblivion Remastered. Given that the game's director made a point of putting special attention on the protagonist's stellar ass, it's probably not a shock that the most downloaded mods are overwhelmingly gooner fueled, featuring revealing outfits and nudity. Of course, players are also downloading the usual assortment of new hairstyles, makeup, and cheats, but it seems that what the community really wanted to change was just how little Eve was wearing. Does this surprise you at all?
No, not at all. I think the game knew what it was getting itself into when they put it out to the public. It was only a matter of time. Once it hit Steam, I knew immediately.
Yeah,
And
100%.
honestly, like, more power to the players, honestly. Like, if they want to do that shit, by all means do it. You know, it's like, yeah, just let people do whatever they want, man. Like, it's if the community wants it, and that is what it is. It's the community making those mods for the game.
Hmm.
And it's like, if they want it, give it to them. But, you know,
Yeah.
people always want more customization as well. So like, and like Steve, Eve. I'm combining words here. Stellar Blade and Eve. Uh,
Steve. Let's just call her
yeah,
Steve. Steve
she's
has a
such an
wonderful
aesthetic.
ass.
Steve has a wonderful. She's such an aesthetic character, though. You know, why wouldn't you want to customize her clothing with mods and her hair and like everything else? You know,
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's such a
or
cool game, man. I hear it's actually
absolutely.
pretty decent too. Didn't you get it on the
Yeah.
PS5 or no?
No, I haven't bought it yet. It's on
Oh,
my
okay.
list, though.
Okay.
Can't believe I told you, bro. What a disservice.
Yeah, it's all good.
Steve from Stellar Blade. Uh,
You
but
know what?
yeah,
I'm gonna make a guess here that we're gonna get a teaser for the sequel at our next state of play.
I think they are working on a sequel, huh? They have confirmed that,
I
haven't they?
think so.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I think they've all but actually confirmed it. Like the game was a huge success, and Shift Up, they publicly stated they're actively pursuing. I think they said franchise development.
Hmm.
So maybe that means they're gonna have a Stellar Blade show or a movie.
That would be tight. I hear the story seems pretty interesting. I hear it just wasn't executed that well. That's an opinion I hear a lot about Stellar Blade is the combat is pretty cool and fluid
Hmm.
and, you know, the characters are awesome, but like the writing is terrible. Like the
Is it?
story and like the premise of the story is interesting, but the characters and the writing is terrible. But you can't really blame Shift Up because that was kind of like their first major project like that.
Okay.
Um, so they didn't really know what they were doing. But hopefully they, I want to say I've heard rumors that they are really focusing on like on the sequel. They really want to improve the story for it.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I think
Yeah, so we
the
got.
first one sold around 3 million. 3 million
Mhm.
copies so far on PS5 and PC. So, yeah, like a sequel would be a no-brainer, dude. It would probably sell even more.
Yeah, I think we have a lot to look forward to. Plus, they've made like fucking billions of dollars with this. Well, millions. I'm not sure about billions, but I wouldn't be surprised.
What
Because yeah,
on fucking on Stellar Blade?
Stellar.
No. No, it's
Yeah,
not it's not raking in billions.
well, not just Stellar Blade, but like also because Shift Up is the same studio I think that works on what the hell is the mobile app called? Victory Nike Battle Goddess or some shit like that. I could be totally butchering the name, but it's like a gotcha game, and I
Oh,
think,
okay.
but I think that's how they mainly got the budget to create Stellar Blade, and then Stellar Blade is adding on top of that. But it's like it's genius marketing because they're putting their characters from that their mobile game into Stellar Blade like as costumes for Eve,
Okay.
and then they also put Eve as a character that you could unlock in their mobile game.
That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, a little bit of little cross contamination, let's call it.
They're kind of spreading themselves out there, and they're raking it in. So they'll
Smart.
definitely have a higher budget for the sequel.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. I wonder if it'll remain PS5 console exclusive
I
for
hope not.
their, you know, we'll see.
We waited what, a year for Stellar Blade?
I want to say yeah
Damn.
on for the PC somewhere on there at least, but then
And it was.
still no word on whether or not it's coming to Xbox or Nintendo Switch 2 or something like that. Who's
I
to say?
don't. I don't think they would make it an exclusive because, like, when it came out on Steam, it exploded in popularity again. Like, people
Because of
wanted
those
it so
mods.
badly. Maybe because of the mods, or maybe because it was a. But yeah,
Yeah.
like people really wanted to play it.
Yeah. Well, our this upcoming week looks pretty sweet, dude. Um
Wait.
yeah, let's jump over to the release radar, shall we?
Okay, for the release radar, first note on September 12th, which is tomorrow. Actually, no, I think. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Pardon
that's
me.
tomorrow.
I'll finish. September 12th, we've got Borderlands 4 by Gearbox Software coming to PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Um, Also scheduled to come on the Switch 2 on October 3rd, 2025.
It's gonna come all over that Switch too.
Going to ejaculate all over that Switch 2. I would like to make a correction really quick.
Sure.
I want to be sure because I could have sworn Borderlands 4 was supposed to be coming out today. Yeah, it's out today, the 11th.
The fuck? Thought it was
Oh,
tomorrow.
that I was wondering if it was like one of those early access things, but no, it came out already. It came out today.
What the fuck?
That that's why I got confused when I saw September 12th.
Borderlands 4 says September 12th
Is that where are you getting that from?
from the fucking Google.
IGN?
No, just Google. Just Googled it.
Oh, the AI.
Borderlands 4 release date.
I'm coming for you,
Set
Gemini.
to release on September 12th, PlayStation 5, blah, blah, blah. And then these
Those
other
motherfuckers.
places say, yeah, Rock, Paper, Shotgun says it's out now. What the fuck?
Google's lying to you, bro.
Yeah, apparently, dude.
Yeah, it's out. It's out right now on Steam.
No shit. All right, well, it's available today. All right, well, fuck.
Y-
Borderlands.
Yeah,
Wait,
my
wait,
bad.
wait, wait.
I figured I might as well make the correction because I did see it earlier. Like I was checking up on it on uh, on Steam before we started the
Yeah,
podcast. But
yeah,
I
on
was too
fucking.
late.
No, you're good. It's just like, yeah, there's so much conflicting information here on Games Radar. It says Borderlands 4 release time on PS5 and Xbox 12 a.m. on September 12th. So maybe the PC version is out now, and maybe it won't be available on the consoles until tomorrow. What the fuck? On PC and
Yeah,
Steam is a little bit more funky with blah 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 blah. USA, yeah. So it's this. Okay, so on the PC it comes out today, and on the consoles tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Okay, we got
That
it.
makes sense.
Okay, okay, we're on top of shit, folks.
Yeah, sure. Active research.
Yeah,
Uh, apologize for the interruption. I will continue.
go ahead, go ahead.
And then following that, on September 12th, NHL 26 by EA Sports is coming out for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Very nice. And on September 15th, we got Lego Voyagers by TT Games coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch.
Nice. Next, we've got September 16th, we've got Skate by Full Circle releasing into early access on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 4. Also on the same day, we've got Voyagers of Nera by Another Place Productions. Launches into early access on PC.
And then finally on the 18th, we have Class of Heroes 3 Remaster by Acquire coming to PC, PS5, Nintendo Switch. And then Frostpunk 2 makes its console debut by 11-Bit Studios to PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Now,
Sweet.
you know what stood out to me here outside of the Borderlands 4 mix up there is that you just asked me on the last week's episode about when the last NHL game came out.
Oh,
Apparently, you remember that? You're like, when did the last NHL game come out?
I
And I
do
was like,
remember that.
I didn't remember because I think I got like 2K22 or something, but apparently it has been an annual release, and here we are, just a day away from the next one. So good timing on your part.
It must not get as much marketing as some of the other games.
No, no, it's definitely one of the lesser popular. I think it's not even that huge of a sport anymore. Like, which is sad because hockey fucking rules, man.
Absolutely.
But
I think
yeah,
it's only really popular on the East Coast and probably like mostly Canada, I want to say.
yeah, it's definitely their winter sport of choice. That's for damn sure. Um,
Absolutely.
and then I think their summer sport is like lacrosse or something.
Lacrosse.
But yeah, Borderlands 4 is definitely the big one here this week. Are you looking to get it?
Nah, I'll probably wait on that one. I
Okay.
uh I got a lot of other stuff on my plate.
Okay. Totally understandable. I'm thinking about getting this one, but I'll probably get it on the PlayStation cuz Chelsea
Mhm.
sounds interested in playing it together. I know Pat wanted to put together a group, but
Mhm.
you know, sorry man, wife might want to play it, man. She really enjoyed playing through the first and second one with me. We didn't get through the third one. I don't know, man. The third one was trash. Played really
Yeah.
great, but God, that fucking just go see Lilith and talk to Lilith and stand here and wait for her to shut her fucking mouth every 10 minutes. It's like, dude, I just want to shoot fucking people in the face. That's all I want to do in
Mhm.
this game. If I could just skip all those scenes, it would have been so much better. But no, man, we dropped that one so fast. Yeah, she wants to
Ouch.
play it. She wants to play it. So I think this one's going to be a PlayStation one for me. Not sure if I'm going to get it right away, though. We'll see. We'll see.
You know if
See
it's
how it performs.
cross-platform at least?
If it's not, it might be later, but any games that I really want to play online multiplayer, I would just rather just get on the PC because I
Mhm.
don't want to have to pay for PlayStation Plus or,
Oh yeah,
Xbox
that's true.
Live or you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you have to pay extra to play online these games, so fuck that.
forgot about that.
Yeah. So, Skate's going to be another big one this week. I've seen a lot of interest in this game. I really hope they do well. That one's been a long time coming.
Hmm.
Long, long
Has
time coming.
State has Skate been I call it State. Has Skate been like a lasting franchise? Like, or is this a completely new like skating game?
No, it's been a
Skateboarding game.
franchise. Yeah, I remember
Oh, interesting.
it came out somewhere. I want to say on the 360. The first one came out, and it was kind of near the point in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater franchise's lifespan where it was starting to just not really feel like a Tony Hawk game anymore, and people wanted a good skate game. And I think this was around the time when the next Tony Hawk game was going to have a physical board. It was like some physical board controller that you stand on and try to, in your living room. And people were like, I don't want to fucking do that shit. And then Skate comes out and they're like, nah, you just flick the joysticks on your controller to do these cool little tricks. And everyone flocked to that. I never got to play it, but some of the best glitch compilations are in
More of
Skate.
this game.
Yeah, I want to say Skate 2 had like was the one with like just the most hilarious fucking glitches. Um,
That
yeah, and this
that's
one
the
looks like it's
one.
gonna be like completely massive multiplayer online. It looks very different, but a lot of people are interested, so that's fucking cool.
Is this a reboot or
I'm not
a new
I'm
game in
not
the
entirely
franchise?
I'm not sure. I guess you can probably call it a reboot. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. It just looks like a massive multiplayer online game, and I don't think any of the other ones were like that. And they're just calling it Skate, so I'm not calling it like Skate 4 or anything like that. So
Yeah,
yeah, very interesting. Looking forward to seeing
yeah.
how they do.
I'll keep my eye on this one as well. I was never, I've always had interest in playing like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. I just never got around to it when I was a kid. But I've
Well,
always
just
wanted to play 'em. I've always had my eye on them.
well, just in case you didn't already know, and I know I didn't put it in here, but excuse me, it's free to play. So yeah, maybe give it
What's
a
the
shot.
catch?
Probably in-game,
There's got to be
purchases,
a catch.
skins and stuff, but early access is free.
Interesting.
So yeah, looks pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna see if there's any catch or if it's just a pure, just fuck around with your friends on a mass multiplayer skating board game.
Yeah, I mean they got to make money somehow, so it's probably gonna be like a lot of cosmetic stuff. So
But yeah, that would be cool actually, like customizing your skateboarder and like your skateboard, bro.
oh yeah,
Ooh,
and they might even do little crossovers with like you get your Beavis and Butthead in there and stuff.
absolutely.
But yeah, I'm ready to move on when you are, brother.
Okay, let's get over on to the freebie forecast. Let's get all in this freebie forecast. On the Epic Game Store, we've got, along with the Battle of Polytopia, which we read last week, we have Ghost Runner 2 by one more level. Its description reads Blood will run in Ghost Runner 2, a hardcore wait, what is FPP?
First player
FPP
perspective.
first player perspective slasher set in a post apocalyptic cyberpunk future. Become the ultimate cyber ninja and prepare for epic boss fights, improved skills, an interactive story, new game modes, and captivating synthwave soundtrack. Next, we've got Monument Valley 2 by Us Two Games. The description reads Discover illusionary pathways and delightful puzzles as you learn the secrets of the sacred geometry. Follow the heartwarming story of Ro in her journey through motherhood. Rediscover independence through manipulating monuments and evolving paths to explore new worlds.
Very cool, man. Um, yeah.
Ghost Runner 2 is a big one. That shit looks cool.
Oh yeah, dude, that's huge. That's a
Mm,
huge get. They have already given it away on Epic before. I want to say it was during holiday last year.
mm.
They've given away the first and the second one, so I have both of those in my library, and I'm definitely gonna try that series out soon, especially since their next game. Remember the one during the that last showcase? It was called Valor Mortis, I think. Remember?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's their next game. It looks so fucking cool. So I definitely want to try out their other games to kind of get a taste for what they do, what they're all about. And then yeah, Monument Valley, more Monument Valley. That's cool. Like I wonder if they'll give away the third one next week. We'll see.
That sounds right up your alley. Have you ever played Monument Valley?
I started toying around with the first one, and yeah,
Mm.
cute little puzzle game, dude. Really cute. I think it's on phones and everything too. Yeah, like the whole
No way.
series. I think it started off on phones. But yeah, I always say it, but I love puzzle games. I'll never complain about getting more. So, um,
Absolutely. Tell me about it,
uh,
Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, coming out this week on Xbox Game Pass, September 16th, you'll have access to Roadcraft by Roadcraft Studio, available for Ultimate and Standard subscribers. This one we did mention last week. And then on September 17th, you'll get access to Deep Rock Galactic Survivor by Fun Day Games, available for Ultimate and PC subscribers. Which that one looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a looks like a Deep Rock Galactic version of Vampire Survivors. It's like an auto shooter or whatever.
Oh,
Looks
Let
cool.
me see.
Yeah, I
Oh
like that
yeah,
one.
kind of reminds me of Helldivers, like the first one.
The perspective.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
over the shoulder,
yeah, I see
kind of
what you
like
mean.
RTS style.
Yeah, yeah, it looks cool. It looks really hectic. So,
Absolutely.
all right. Well, let's jump into what we're playing. Says, yeah, you're playing some Bonanza,
Yes.
trying to finish it.
Uh, where did I leave off from last week? Do you remember what I was talking about? I think I was talking about being on the Tempest layer with all the weather and shit.
Oh yeah, yes, you mentioned some cyclones.
Dude, that Bonanza ability with do I spoil it? With which animal it
Go
is?
for it, man. I don't care.
I've
Go ahead.
spoiled each one. You turn into a fucking elephant. And you can like suck shit up with your snoot. Dude, it's so busted. It's such a good ability. I don't know why they added that to the game. It's so good. Because you can collect stuff from afar. Like you don't even have to go over to it. And like the only exception is you can't collect bananas with it, but you can collect like the fossils that you find in the rocks. You just suck them up and you collect them up automatically. So you can like if you can't reach one, you can just like dude, it's so busted.
don't you need to like activate them for like don't they have only a set amount of time before you transform back into old fashioned
Oh,
DK or no?
that's actually not even a problem.
Oh, okay.
Which is which is the thing that kind of sucks about it because it's so readily available, those power-ups. Because the way you charge it is by collecting gold, but gold is so abundant like anywhere. You
Hmm.
could just recharge it within the form,
Okay.
especially with like the elephant form because you're constantly sucking stuff in. You're just collecting gold as you're sucking in the terrain around you. So like that bar immediately fills up. So that way you could just use it again. Um but yeah, dude, it's so busted because then like as you're collecting the materials, you can yeah, you store them, right? And you can use them to like throw you can throw the materials at shit.
Uh huh.
I don't know how to describe it because like in as Donkey Kong, you can rip chunks of rock from like beneath you or from a wall, right?
Yeah.
But in the elephant form, you don't need to do that because as you're sucking up the material, you're storing it somewhere else. God knows where. But you can summon it back and like throw it by pressing the same button that you're using to like suck shit up. Um, so you just have an infinite store of just throwable material that you can
That
chuck at enemies.
that's fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, it's so busted. I beat that layer pretty easily, and then as I don't I can never remember the boss because they don't that's a problem with the bosses, bro, is they're too easy that I don't remember
Okay.
them.
So that's remained true this whole time. The bosses
Yes,
are super easy.
like that's actually a problem. Like I don't remember they're they're intricately designed, but I can't remember them because they pose no challenge to me whatsoever.
Gotcha. Yeah, that
For me, it's
that's
just like
something I've heard a few times.
you punch them and that's it. You find a pattern, a break in their like pattern of attack, and then you just wail on them. But that's it.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing. I wish they would up that a little bit, up the difficulty or maybe give you an option or something.
Absolutely. But yeah, none of those fights are memorable to me, so I don't remember any of the boss fights besides fighting the besides fighting the lady, which I did get a chance to fight her again as I traveled through the levels. So yes, I'm a woman beater.
Donkey Kong be fucking like smacking those hoes.
Smacking the shit out of the ladies, bro. He's a woman. But
I don't even know what character is this you're talking about.
It's just like some accountant lady that works for the president of the Void Co.
Is she another
Which is
ape?
yeah, she's another
Okay.
ape. Kind of like Candy Kong, but more sophisticated and refined looking, you know.
Okay.
Um, and then the other guy, I don't remember his, kind of like a big orangutan looking fella. Not like
Okay.
Link. Is Linky Kong an orangutan?
I don't know. Is that the one who has a doofy little hat on his head?
I think
Kind of looks
so.
like an overgrown child.
Got the long arms.
I don't know. If they're
Oh
orange,
yeah,
I
you
usually assume
never
that they.
played 64 DK64.
No,
I
no. This
think
is
he
a
was in like
characters.
that game primarily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
completely
but
new to me.
yeah, I think he's an orangutan, but like his whole shtick is he creates he's creative, so he like uses the materials in the environment to create like bosses and shit, and that's what you're mainly fighting. But his boss fights I never remember because again they're so easy. I wipe the floor with them every single time. Um, I went to a lair, so after the Tempest lair, I went to kind of like this snake lair. It was really cool. There's like snakes everywhere and shit. I went from like talking to elephants to like talking to snakes that are all really like they're so small and they're all really cute and shit. They're like dressed up like what do I call them? I don't know if this is a racial slur, but they're dressed like bushwhacks. So they have like monocles and shit, and like they have like the little what is the term? I think it's a bushwhack where they have like the outfit, like the really fancy outfit for like guys that are going on adventures out in the jungle. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Okay, like little safari dudes. I
Yes,
don't know. I don't
they
know what they're called.
thank you. Thank you. Yes, I think yeah, they're like in full safari gear with like the little monocle over their
Okay,
eye.
I can
And if you
picture that, and like the tan hats and all that
yes,
crap.
yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I get you.
Yeah. Yeah, they're so cute. And like when they speak to you, you see like they're talking in like the S's. They prolong the S sound with any word that has like a that has that sound to it.
That's what's up.
Um, yeah, I met the elder. I did his quest with the. I had to collect four of the disco, the vinyl for the
Uh,
disco thing,
yeah.
and I unlocked the snake form for Donkey Kong. Looks so sick, but the power is so stupid. It literally just makes you jump higher, and it gives you a double jump.
Oh, okay. So you're like a little springy.
Yeah, you're a little springy boy, and if you hold down the button, you jump high, and then you get like a double jump. Um, the one of the cool gimmicks for that is if you hold the Y button, it gives you like this snake glare thing where your eyes start glowing green, and if
Hmm.
you release it, you slow down time. Because like there's parts like where you're solving puzzles where things are coming at you really fast, so you have to like slow it down so you can react in time to it. There's also platforms that move back and forth really quickly that you might have to like destroy or like climb or use to climb, but they're moving so fast that you can't do it. So if you
Hmm.
use this glare ability, it slows time down, and that way you're able to like solve these puzzles. But unfortunately, there's not too many that force me to use that ability. Most of the time, I kind of just brute force my way past the puzzles. I find other ways around them, so the ability is kind of useless for me, at least.
Gotcha. Maybe it'll
Um,
come in handy in the final boss fights or something like that.
hopefully, in one of the when I was beating the lady up, her main shtick is that she goes invisible, and in the boss fight that I was having with her, she kind of like scatters around really quickly, but like
Uh
you can
huh.
see where she's going because like there's sand on the floor, and where she travels, she kind of like destroys a path, and so you can
Okay.
clearly see where she's going, but she's moving too fast for you to react. So you're kind of forced to use the glare, but if your reaction time is good enough, you can kind of just tell when she's coming at you. So you just literally put your fist out,
Just runs into it.
run into it, and then you can just like smack her.
Sounds so terrible.
Yeah, it's so funny, dude.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's kind of what I did for that boss fight. Is I kind of just threw my fists out there, waiting for her to like run into me.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
but yeah, I finished the snake layer. I have to go back though because I didn't 100% it. But now I'm on sub layer 1300, and I think I'm getting towards the end of the game. I was hoping to finish it up sometime last night, or the couple hours that we have before the show, but
Hmm.
to no avail. I am still playing the game.
Yeah, you're getting there though. From what I've seen, you're pretty damn close to the end of the story, but obviously there's a substantial amount of post game content if you decide to keep going.
Yeah, I
But
think
do
I'll
you
one.
think? Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm probably gonna 100% the game up to the point, like, up to the very end. I don't know if I will do the post game content because I think it's mostly just like doing puzzles and challenges and shit. So I might just ignore that stuff and move on to my next game.
Okay.
Was there something you wanted to ask me before I
I
interrupted
was I
you?
was actually gonna ask you that. Like, do you think that once you're done with the story, you're gonna put it down and just kind of move on for now and come back to it at a later date to try to 100% complete it? But you basically answered that already.
Yeah, I think I'll probably just I'll shelf it and then move on to something else. I'll be
Yeah.
satisfied.
Right on. Yeah, give yourself a little something to, next time you feel like some bonanza, you can be like, fuck it. Well, I didn't complete all that other shit. Let's just go back and toy around with what I missed. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a good way to go about it, I think.
I'm kind of hoping there is a new game plus option at the end, so that way I can just run through the game again, but with
Mm-hmm.
all of my abilities intact. Just be super OP.
Let's see. I'm going to look it up for you real quick. No, it does not have New Game Plus.
Darn. Well, that answers my question. I'm shelving that shit.
It's over. It's over.
Yep,
Once the credits roll, it's over.
over for me,
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
brother. Tell me about Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I finished it up this week. I think I have 3 trophies left to grab up during my next playthrough. I'll save that for the next time I inevitably want to play it again.
Oh,
Because I inevitably want to play this game again, over and over again, all the time. So I'll just save it for
wait.
the next time.
So 3 trophies to 100% the game? Like 100% achievements?
Yeah. I missed.
You're
I could have.
nuts.
There's one for collecting all the face camos and the body camos. I got all the body camos, but I'm missing 2 face camos. Uh, Kabuki and the zombie one, but I swear to God I picked those up. I know I picked them up, but maybe what happened was I picked them up and then maybe at some point I was seen or maybe I accidentally killed somebody and reloaded that area and I forgot to get them again, before I moved on. So,
I hate when
um
that happens.
yeah, so my next playthrough, I have to repick those 2 up. That shouldn't be that big of a deal. Then there's one for getting 100% camo index, which can, as far as I know, can only be achieved when you're in the Soccer Veno area fighting the end. Once you get his moss um, camouflage, you put that on, you get down into the moss in that area, and you'll get 100% index. So I forgot to do that. So that's 1 trophy. Those are 2 easy ones, and then the last one is beating the game on the extreme mode, under 5 hours, no kills, no alerts, minimal damage taken, no special items used. So that's
Damn,
that's
bro.
gonna be a bit of a challenge, but that'll be fun. I've never
Absolutely.
never played the game like that before, so that'll be awesome.
That sounds like it's gonna be really difficult to do. No alerts.
Yeah, I know. I
You're gonna
don't
have
think I've ever played the
to save.
game with no alerts. Yeah.
That's crazy. You're gonna have to save it like every corner.
Pretty much, yeah. At least in every area that I get through or get to
Mhm.
as soon as I start it, just make sure that I save. So, yeah. And hopefully I could just like run through each area cuz yeah, 5
I
hours, I'm like, "Damn, dog."
I have a question.
What's up?
That boss fight with the end.
Mhm.
He's like an old man, right? Like
Mhm.
he's a sniper, right? But he's like an old man.
Yep.
I read somewhere online. This was just a comment.
Okay.
because I saw it on one of my Instagram reels.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is it true that if you save just before that fight and you like change
It is.
your console's time thing to like 5 years in the future,
No,
he'll
it doesn't have
die?
to be. It doesn't have to be
Oh,
that
is it the
far.
game?
It's like 1 week.
Oh, he'll die waiting for you, right?
Yeah, yeah. When you
Dude,
come
that's
back, he'll
so,
he'll. There's like a little cutscene where he dies of old age. Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah, there's all kinds of neat little things in there. That's why I love Kojima. He does such cool shit like that. So yeah, if you save the game when the fight starts, and then you either fast forward your shit a week, or you just don't play again for another week, yeah, you come back and he'll there's a little cutscene where he
He's
dies of
dead.
old age.
Dude, that is hilarious.
I know, I know, and yeah, and you can also kill him way before the boss fight happens.
Yeah. I remember you telling me about that. You can like
Hmm.
snipe him if you've got a certain
Yeah.
angle, right? Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, there was
Is
a
he just
trophy for
waiting
that.
for
No,
you?
he's like sitting in a wheelchair. You're watching a cutscene, and Snake he's kind of like looking at these people through binoculars and watching them talk and everything. And once the cutscene's over, everybody's just starts like leaving,
Wow.
and the old man is sitting out there in his wheelchair, and got some soldier moseying up behind him to like grab him and bring him back into the warehouse. But if you're quick enough, you can pull out your sniper rifle and just fucking waste his ass right then and
Right
there.
there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Really dig it. There's all kinds of neat little things in there. Um, but yeah, the game is still fantastic. The story very straightforward with an easy to understand underlying message, and it's reiterated multiple times throughout the game. It's basically trying to tell you like blind loyalty to a government or a nation is a bullshit ideal, since the
Mhm.
powers that be will use and discard their most loyal soldiers for their own political ends.
Mhm.
Basically it. And Snake sees that happen to his hero, and the official records label her a traitor when she actually saved the world from an all-out war, and the real truth gets buried and forgotten. So it's a great story, and it really speaks to my question everything nature. Um, Granted, like I've said before, it's full of eye rolling dialogue that sometimes that over time somehow
Mhm.
became charming. you know, like I thought it was really funny. People are pointing it out. Like I always thought that I was the only one who noticed it, but when someone is talking to Snake and they say something like blah blah blah, he'll be like blah blah blah. You know, he does that. He does that constantly, dude. So many fucking times in the games, in the game. Or when Ocelot meows to call his posse. The first time I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck is this stupid ass shit?" And now I'm
What
like,
does he do?
"Shh, here it comes, here it comes."
I didn't even know he did that.
Yeah, he meows to call his posse. He goes, "Wow," and then it like echoes 400 times, and then all of his guys show up with their guns. You know,
That's
so
genius.
it's so cringe, dude. But it's charming. It's charming. Now I'm just like I want to do it along with him.
Mhm.
Or one of my favorite parts of just cringe ass dialogue in my mind. I don't know. I hate this moment. It's so funny to me. So Snake and Eva are talking, and she's like, "Do you love her?" And he's like, "No, nothing like that." Well, then, do you hate her? And he says, "Does it have to be one or the other? Love or hate?" And Eva goes, and I quote, "Between a man and a woman? You bet."
What the fuck?
You bet. Oh God. That one hurts me to hear every time. It just
Like
makes
a
me
yes or
cringe.
no. That is very cringe.
Yeah.
That's like secondhand embarrassment type shit right there.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Like,
It gives me chills for the wrong reason.
yeah.
But yeah, aside from the story and dialogue, the game plays and it looks better than ever. When when I finished the game, I unlocked a mode called Guy Savage, which was something I was unfamiliar with, so I looked it up. Apparently, this was an Easter egg that you can only find in the original version of the game, which I played many times, but where you have to quit out of the game after a specific moment, and the next time you boot it up, you'll be playing a third person hack and slash mini game that's supposed to be a dream that Snake is having, but it's very specific, a very specific moment, kind of like what we were just talking about with the end. If you save the game after a very specific moment, turn the game off, come back to it next time, you come back to a little dream that Snake is having, and you're playing. He's having a dream where he's a guy named Guy Savage, and he's hack and slashing some motherfuckers. I never knew that. I never heard of that before. So apparently Platinum Games remade this section, this little mini game for Delta, and you can play it after your first playthrough. So I thought that was really
No
cool.
way.
You just play it.
That is cool as fuck.
Yeah. They also
Dreaming
added. What's that?
He's dreaming about Raiden here.
So yeah, basically is I haven't tried it, so I'm assuming it's probably gonna be something like that. Because when I heard it was like a hack and slash, I was like, oh, it's probably like a Raiden thing.
Yeah.
They also added the secret theater. So this, as far as I know, is something that's new to Delta, at least in the. I know that they had this secret theater in the remaster on the PS3 or something, but you actually I may have mentioned this last time, that this one little addition to the game. Stop me if I mentioned it. Very specific soldiers throughout the game will have like a little disc on them, right? And if you hold them up, they'll shake it off, and then you'll unlock this little secret little cutscene or whatever. I told you about that last time.
I do remember this.
Okay, so there's that, and then there's the ape escape mode in there, which I used to love enjoying. I enjoyed that on the subsistence version of it on the PS2, where basically you just try to find the apes. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
There's the new game plus, and at some point Metal Gear Online is coming. So it's a great package, and I'd highly recommend it to obviously any fans of the series, but if you've never played Metal Gear Solid, this is a wonderful, wonderful game, and the best version of this game, and it's the very first one in the timeline, so you can actually start here, and you can go from this to Metal Gear Solid 5, and you're really not missing much in between, unless you want to play Peace Walker, because Peace Walker fucking rules. I love that game. Because, yeah, timeline-wise, I think it's MGS3. I don't think Portable Ops is canon, because I don't think Kojima, I think he produced it, but I don't think he did much in terms of the story for it. But if you were to call that canon, then it would be, 3, Portable Ops, then Peace Walker, then 5, and then you kind of go to like the original 1987 Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, and then Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't count the Raiden shit, because fuck Raiden. He sucks. He's always sucked.
But you gotta count him, bro.
Can't count him.
He's
I don't
so
like that
cool.
guy. No, he's
His
not.
games are better.
Anyways, moving on.
You don't want to acknowledge that?
Nope, not at all.
I have a
all right.
question
What's
before
up?
we move on.
Okay.
One more Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater
What's your
question.
fucking problem with Raiden?
When you're sticking up the dudes and you're trying to like shake them, do they do a little dance when they like drop their items?
I mean, you can call it a little dance. Yeah, like at first you might stick them up and be like, freeze, and they'll stand there with their hands in the air, and then they might even talk some shit like, yeah, you can bit or whatever. And if you aim at their crotch or you aim at their head and they're still not doing anything, then you can like shoot next to them and aim back at them, and they'll be like, all right, dude, just don't shoot me or whatever. And they'll just kind of like,
Yeah. I've seen that. I get memes about Delta Snake Eater on Instagram, and I see like you can either have them like up like this, or they'll be on the floor kind of like covering their heads, but they'll like shake their ass.
Yeah.
when you stick 'em up. I thought that was so funny. It's so ridiculous. And then the little items like pop out of their body.
Exactly. Yeah, some ammo or some grenades or something. Yeah, and if they have one of those little discs on them, they'll drop the disc for you too. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to confirm with you. I didn't know if that was AI. Like I didn't know if somebody was bullshitting me.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real.
They shake their ass to drop items. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
A little Shakira shake.
All right, well, news and rumor mill. Let's go. Number 1. According to Nigel Lowry, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, a co-founder of Devolver Digital, the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6 from developer Rockstar Games deserves a new classification as the first quintuple A game. The traditional AAA label signifies a game with a massive budget and development team, but Lowry argues GTA 6's unprecedented scale, cultural impact, and rumored budget potentially exceeding $1 billion sets it in a class of its own. Unlike the quadruple A term, which has been used by some developers to justify budget on less successful games, the quintuple A label is meant to signify that GTA 6 is more than just a video game. It's a global entertainment phenomenon that may redefine what a blockbuster video game can be. Now, when I read this story, I was like, Nigel, bro, you know that GTA 5 basically did exactly that when it came out. Yeah, do you have any thoughts on this, like quintuple A, quadruple A, all this fucking shit? Like any
Sounds like a
idea?
crock of shit to me. Devolver Digital's gotta be fucking trolling, bro. Quintuple A? Maybe, but no chance.
No chance. Yeah,
No
those guys at
chance.
Devolver Digital are hilarious, man. You can never tell if there's being fucking dead
Like,
ass or not.
no, there's no way he's being dead ass. He's gotta be trolling.
But I mean, GTA 5, it's still the highest grossing single piece of media in history, and it's not even remotely close. Kind of going back to our first story of the episode, one of the biggest talking points of GTA 6 is potential price point. So the current AAA industry standard is
$80.
$70 price point. Well, if
Oh,
you ask a Nintendo, yeah. But
yeah.
$70, I think, is the industry standard for AAA games. I might be wrong.
That's
It might
fair.
be right. $70,
Yeah,
69.99.
and then
Okay.
16.99. Nice.
Now, if GTA if GTA 6, with its $1 billion plus development budget and massive scale, is priced at the same $70, will that create pressure on other AAA studios to justify their own game's price, or do you think it'll be seen as an exception in the market, like what we were saying earlier about Silksong?
It's hard to say, honestly, this early on, especially with the very little coverage that we have of GTA 6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I could easily see it going for $100 though. I'm not gonna lie. That's slowly starting to seem like a reality in my eyes. Especially if it's like if it's true what they're saying, exceeding the hundred or not the hundred, the $1 billion budget, they have to make that up somehow. And it's either going to be with GTA Online or with 100, maybe not $100 like price point, but definitely within the 80s or $90. But hopefully that doesn't set a new standard because that's Rockstar. We kind of know what we're expecting with them, but like that should not be setting a new standard for
Yeah,
everybody else to follow.
yeah, I see what you mean.
Because with the level of quality that Rockstar gives us with their games, like it's weirdly enough, it's kind of understandable, but I don't see that level. I don't see similar levels of quality with other things like that.
Yeah, yeah, I think there will definitely be $100 versions of the game, but I don't think that they're gonna go $100
Hopefully not. I'm
like
hoping
base
not, but
price. I don't think so.
I could totally see it though. I'm not gonna lie, I could totally see it happening.
I would actually kind of be surprised if they do,
Mhm.
but just because they could say $70 and you get the game, um, maybe they'll do some shit where it's just like $80 and you'll get uh, GTA Online with it, or maybe GTA Online is free. Maybe they go $80, but there's gonna be some edition where they give you the option to spend $100 or $200 on it was for something, probably, right?
With
But
some
yeah,
kind of like GTA money or something like that.
yeah,
Because I think
like
they
the
had
shark cards
GTA
and all
Live.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I can
it's
see
like,
that happening.
I can just imagine GTA 6 is just gonna kill gaming as we know it. It's just gonna kill it. Like all these
Quintuple A
AAA
game.
huh?
Quintuple A game. Just gonna
Yeah.
ruin gaming for everybody else.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, all these other studios are gonna be like, well, if it's not at least as good as GTA 6, we might as well not fucking make it.
Mm.
You know, like, what are you
Yeah.
crazy? $70 for our game? Grand Theft Auto 6 was $70. This is like $40 at most.
We can't, I just can't compete.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, so when you mentioned they got to make that money back somehow, you like GTA 5 grossed $800 million in 24 hours, setting a record,
Oh,
and 1 billion in 3 days. Like,
oh, never mind. Then
yeah, dude,
maybe
fucking
$100 is too much. Then I think, I, I think they'll probably just keep it at 60. Then just make it as affordable as possible for people to get it. That's a counter argument to what I'm saying.
yeah. I think they're gonna make that billion, like that first billion, day one, no problem. I think
Regardless, yeah.
yeah, um,
And then if they plan to do the same thing they did with GTA 5, where they just spent a decade working on the GTA Online portion of the game and just giving it endless. Was it free content or did you have to pay for some of that stuff?
I think it's free content, and but you can buy shark cards, which are basically the in-game credit cards with money on it. So,
Oh yeah, they'll
but
definitely
yeah.
make back their money.
Oh, dude, without a doubt, the GTA 5. I think it was back in we may have mentioned this on the show before, but back in 2018, the last time that it was really um like written down somewhere, I think they had already surpassed $6 billion in
Christ Almighty.
2018. In 2018, and it's probably fucked tupled by since then.
Yeah,
And yeah, I I think that they'll probably hit their profit margin within day 3 at the latest. Like, no matter how
hmm
much money they put into that game to make it, they're gonna be hitting their profit margin like day 3 at the latest. That's my guess. Let's just call Rockstar a fucktuple A studio.
fucked up. I'm
Yeah.
for it. They're not getting any of my money. That's a lie. I'm just kidding. Knowing me, I might just cave and get the game.
Yeah, it'll be very disappointing that you have to wait an extra year to get it on PC as per tradition with Grand Theft
Ooh,
Auto games and Rockstar games, cuz yeah, they always do console first. So um that kind of sucks, but fuck it, I don't give a shit. I'll
I'll
get that
wait.
on the PS5 as long as it works. Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
I'm the opposite. I'll wait.
Will you? Uh
Yeah,
uh
yeah.
as
I'll get
I
it.
mean
Oh no, 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 no. Hold on. I'll get it on my Switch too.
it
It's
might you
it's
might.
it's gonna come. It's gonna come. I'll get it on my Steam Deck.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Nigel Lowry, you're a funny guy. Love what you
Nigel
guys do over there at Devolver Digital.
Nigel Thornberry.
I used to love seeing these I guess you could call
Smashing.
them memes, but they're like animated gifs where it's like a Disney princess. There was this one where, have you seen Beauty and the Beast, like the original Beauty and the Beast? And she's
Mhm.
on that, she's singing a song, and she's in that little library, and she's on that little sliding ladder,
The
and she,
book ladder.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And she turns around and slides it, like you see her face, like she whips her hair around, you see her face, and there was like somebody who like turned her face into Nigel
Nigel
Thornberry,
Thornberry.
and he just comes like
Was
zooming into the fucking camera. It's so funny, man.
smashing.
Yeah. Oh, that's
uh,
gold.
he's a safari man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
yeah. When we're talking about Safari Man, that's kind of the
Perfect
face.
example.
Yeah, kind of goes
hmm
perfectly with it. All right, let's
Yeah.
let's move on to number 2. What do we got here, bud?
Yeah, Nigel Lowry's he's a troll. He's bullshitting. Anyway, uh, in a significant partnership with Microsoft slash Activision, Paramount Skydance has acquired the live-action media rights to Call of Duty franchise. Sorry, to the Call of Duty franchise, with a feature film officially confirmed and TV spin-offs also possible. Announced it keep making mistakes. On September 2nd, 2025, the deal is a major move to bring the blockbuster video game to the big screen, with both Paramount CEO David Ellison and Activision President Rob Kostich emphasizing their commitment to honoring the series' action packed legacy while also appealing to new audiences. The deal comes with the interesting rumor that famed director Steven Spielberg expressed interest in directing a Call of Duty film, but was turned down by Activision because he demanded top of market economics, final cut, and full control over production and marketing. Do you have an opinion on this?
Yeah, if the movie looks terrible, like as terrible as the games have become, I would love to see it. But if I don't see at least one 360 no scope by a soldier who systematically fucks every other character's mother in the movie, I'll be pissed.
I kind of want this. If this is a film, I would want it to be based like using the same story that they used for the Modern Warfare campaign and Modern Warfare 2.
Like the originals. I haven't played the newer ones,
Yeah.
so I don't know how they differ.
No, the originals. I think that would be so sick because those campaigns are the ones that I remember.
Yeah, they would be really cool, and plus the a lot of folks I don't know, but apparently the at least the earlier Black Ops games before they started going off the rails were really good. I wouldn't know, but
Black Ops would be interesting with like the whole what is it called, the psychological torture
yeah,
thing.
that's a big theme
Mason,
throughout them, isn't it?
yeah, Mason doesn't know what reality is. Like most of the shit that he remembers, he's like making up in his head.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be interesting as well because everything else would honestly just be like a World War II, just another World War II movie, you know?
yeah, yeah. They gotta make it stand out, bombastic,
Yeah,
fucking get them probably Michael Bay to do it because big explosions just scream Michael Bay. So I would
they should make
assume. Hmm?
they should make a Call of Duty Zombies movie. That would sell
You think
money.
so?
Yeah, because you could be like as silly as you wanted to be with a lot of the shit in the Call of Duty Zombies lore is just fucking crazy.
Well, yeah. They said spin-off TV series. Maybe they'll make a Call of Duty Zombies TV show.
Were you into that as much when you played? Do you have a history with Call of Duty? Yeah, right.
I do, but zombies was never really my favorite thing.
Mm.
Um, I liked in Modern Warfare 2. There were co-op missions. Little like
Spec Ops.
was it called Spec Ops? Do you remember what I'm talking about? And like
Yeah,
you get like a different like star review for each, like for how good you did and stuff. Like those were really fun. I loved doing that shit. I loved the campaigns were fun in the first two games, but mainly
yeah.
it was just the online multiplayer Xbox 360 era fucking chat rooms, dude. It was so good, man. So
Uh,
good.
I was talking to my wife about that the other day. We're like, because I don't really talk or play multiplayer games anymore, but I don't really talk online
Nobody
much
does.
anymore. And I told her like I used to talk so much shit, bro. Like on the little headset, the 360 microphone that you got with your
Mhm.
console. Dude,
Yeah.
I used to talk so much shit back in the day
Yeah.
on like Call of Duty servers and like I told her straight up like the reason we did that is because that's how you made friends, bro. Like
Yeah.
guys when they talk to each other, that's how you communicate. You just like you call each other the F word, you call each other like the R word.
Yeah,
Like
anything that comes to
it's
mind. Were
yeah,
you
it's
a
just it's
you were pretty young back then, so you were a squeaker, I think, right? Were
yeah,
you a squeaker?
I would have been considered a squeaker. Yeah, but I still talk my shit, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I,
For sure.
I would be fighting with adult grown men on
The
that
only
platform, but it was so fun. It was so like novel, you know. It was like the new thing, and like to me, it was just so amazing that I could talk to somebody from across the country and just like call them something just horrendous,
Oh yeah,
and they would
dude.
be okay with it, or they would reciprocate it. You know, it
Yeah.
was so funny.
There was this guy from, I think it was from England. I said something about Nottingham and he's like, "Nottingham?" Say it's called Nottingham or something. I start laughing, everyone's laughing, and I'm like, "What's the worst thing you can call someone from your country?" And he's like, "An American," and we are all just fucking dying, dude.
Dude, that's the best. I miss those days. You can't do that shit anymore online. You get banned for
No.
that.
Yeah, dude, and just finding people and based on their names, just like, hey, dude, your name is fucking hilarious. I love it, and send them a friend request, and they're like, hell yeah, just shit like that. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's probably happening a lot more often than I think because I don't really play online games like that anymore. But when I was playing Battlefield, I had my headset turned on to where like if anyone's talking, I'll be able to hear them and I'll hear
Yeah,
like one guy complaining, and that's it. And I
that's
like
it.
listen. I love listening to people complain. That's my favorite thing. Is like, it's okay. There you are. You target. You're a target. And because
Yeah.
then now I want to fuck them over somehow, or like make them
Yeah.
even more mad and get them like infuriated. And like if I'm on their team, I want to screw them up somehow and sabotage them. And that's my goal now is to just piss this talker off.
Yeah, be like a
But
really annoying fucking fly, just
but dude, there
circling
was
around them.
Yeah. Oh, dude, just because I'm not talking, but I just want to listen to you lose your shit, and it's so funny to me. I was playing Halo Infinite, and I've told you if you haven't seen me play, I suck at these games, right? I might have I might have a match here and there where I fucking own, and I feel
Mhm.
really good about myself, but most of the time I suck, dude. And this guy, he's on my team. He gets killed, and in Halo, you're sitting there, and now the camera, you get to see what happens to and around your corpse for a couple seconds. So he saw me pick up the shotgun that he dropped, and then I start fucking just like shooting everything but the guy who killed him. And eventually, I killed him by like slamming the butt of my gun into his face, and the dead guy goes, just calm as shit. He was just like, "You put that shotgun down. That's not for you." He's like, and then he starts laughing. He's like, "This motherfucker emptied an entire shotgun clip into nothing. You put that down. That's not for you.
You missed every shot. Give me back my
Every shot.
goddamn shotgun.
Yeah, you put that shit down, bro."
That's so
But
funny. Just calm and collected.
yeah, but
He
yeah.
gave
What
you a
about?
command. You better follow that shit.
Yeah. I wasn't even insulted. I was just like, "No, you know what, dude? You're right.
Like, hands up.
You're
Like, you're
totally
right. Yeah,
right.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
You got me, bro." What about that Spielberg rumor though? Like, it sounds to me the way that they worded it here is
Mhm.
that they told him to shove it because he wanted to make the movie his way. He wanted to get a significant cut of the gross revenue on top of the highest possible salary.
Mhm.
What do you think of this?
Mm, would Steven Spielberg be considered a good movie director, in your opinion?
In my opinion, yeah, of course. I
Yeah.
mean, I think he's probably considered one of the best Hollywood directors of all time. I'm
I
pretty
wouldn't
I'm
have a
I'm pretty sure.
problem with him having full reign of the project, but it seems a little fishy that they wouldn't want to.
I mean, it sounds very Call of Duty if you ask. It sounds very Activision like if you ask me.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. And like that kind of scares me because then like what kind of shit are they trying to put in this movie where they don't want to give Steven Spielberg like full creative direction for it, you know?
No, I'm kind of
Because
right
like
there with you.
he, he would probably fit the role perfectly, you know? Like he'd probably do a good job with it.
Yeah, yeah, he'd probably make a really good Call of Duty movie.
Hmm.
I really think he would. Um, yeah, because like on one hand, you have a guy who churns out blockbuster movies. He makes blockbuster after blockbuster, great movies. Some of the highest regarded movies of all time, like Schindler's List and The Color Purple and shit like that, and Jurassic Park, and like he knows how to do cool shit like that, right? But he's demanding that they roll out the red carpet for him and wipe his ass for him and all this shit. And then on the other
Yeah.
hand, you have Activision, who knows you don't have to make a good Call of Duty anything for it to sell
Hmm.
like crazy. So these guys want to make the most money possible, so they'll be god fucking damned before they give this pompous cunt that big of a slice of their pie. Like who the
Hmm.
fuck does he think he is?
But that's also what kind of scares me, as if they're not willing to like pay up for it to be a good movie, you know?
No, right. That's exactly my point. I might be
Because of
being
that exact mentality, like the
yeah.
thing that you were saying, it's like we could make like an okay movie and still make a shit ton of movie because it's Call of Duty. People would pay to see it, you know?
Right, right,
Yeah.
and it's like so we can make an insane amount of money, um, and give a large ass chunk of that gross revenue to the director and give him full reign over the entire project, or you know, you can give it to some fucking nobody and it could turn out like shit. They'll make a ton of money. Fans won't be pleased, so they'll put out a message that says they're listening and that the next one will be better, and on the cycle will go.
If there is a next one.
Well, I don't know. That's my two
Yeah.
cents, but yeah, I think he
Yeah.
would make a great director for that. And I think, I mean, if you don't go with Spielberg, you might as well maybe go knocking on Michael Bay's door because he does big explosions and stuff like that very well. So I think he would be
I
great
think
for that.
he'd be perfect for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
100%.
think I share the same opinion with you. I think to me, it just seems really fishy. I don't really trust Microsoft Activision to even make like a good Call of Duty movie. Personally, I think it's probably going to be shit regardless of of director. But
Yeah. If it's shit, I definitely want to see it though. Like
yeah.
I might not go to the theaters to see it, but I'll definitely want to see it if it turns out it's like, dude, this movie is so bad. Be like, yes, let's check it out. All right, moving on. Community corner. So
See.
we're gonna do things a little differently here, folks. All right. So this week we're asking, what makes a game worth its price for you? Like earlier, we talked a bit about the discussion surrounding Silksong's price and also a little bit about GTA 6's potential pricing. But no matter how you look at it, whether or not a game's cost is worth it is entirely subjective. So whether a game is $20, 70, or 100, what'll make it worth it to you? Let us know, and we'll read your submissions on next week's episode.
Hi.
Yeah. Which brings us to the glitch out.
Oh shit, we're glitching out already?
That's it.
Alrighty. Oh, because then we'll give our opinion of that
Mm-hmm.
next week.
Next
Okay,
week.
that makes sense. Okay.
Ugh.
Gotcha. All right, let's glitch the fuck out. Let's get out
Let's
of here,
glitch.
ladies and gentlemen. We're getting the fuck out of here. Uh, check us out on TikTok and Instagram at Glitch Ass Entertainment. We're also on Spotify for your auditory pleasure. Please consider leaving us a good review. That would make us nut.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Stay informed on more glitch ass content. Talk to us. Any comments, questions, critiques, or suggestions are all very welcome. Till next time, keep gaming and glitching. See ya.
Bye bye.